Good afternoon, everyone, and respected Additional Chief Secretary and respected dignitaries on the dais. Um, More than anything else, I think what Kiran talked about, she created so much of excitement for healthcare in addition to Karnataka. I think she is such a so knowledgeable person in this area. First and foremost, I think the Bangalore is lucky to have her here. I think that itself is a big benefit to Make in Karnataka conference. So, without much ado, what I would like to cover is a couple of areas. One is uh, manufacturing per se, where how companies make decisions to decide where to invest. So many of you know manufacturing decision is not taken in isolation. It's a strategic decision by corporations from a point of view of how we want to secure our supply chain in future in a strategic markets. And then there's a huge amount of iteration that goes into it. And there is a huge amount of algorithm that is being run, and finally you decide what we need to be doing in a market like India. So the first and foremost, India for GSK, we are here over 92, 93 years. In another 7, 8 years, we'll be crossing 100. So Make in India is not new to GSK. So we have been making in India, whether it's a consumer business or whether it is a pharma business. We have a good manufacturing footprint. But however, recently, there has been a slowdown in terms of our manufacturing footprint. There is a refresh of our strategic plan for emerging market. India stands out as a #1 destinations. And then there was a decision taken to build a greenfield manufacturing facility in India, which has not been done in the last 15 years in any part of the world for GSK. So this is the first greenfield manufacturing facility, and there's a various evaluation criteria was used, and I love the idea of competitive federalism, as our Prime Minister keeps talking about, or Mr. Amitabh Kant also talks about competitive and collaborative federalism. I think it's brilliant. So what happens is when you go for investment opportunity, you have something to compare. And finally, the decision that you take is relatively a good decision based on what we think. It's just not only tax reason. People think only for tax reason you need to invest. Some of these are strategic decisions beyond tax reason, because the tax benefit you will get it in 4 or 5 years' time. And then after that, you have to be on your own. The primary reason I think Karnataka finally was chosen is, as Kiran was mentioning, it is the climate, not just the physical climate, it's a climate of manufacturing. And the congenial the support environment from government. I would rank this next to when I was in my earlier role in the region. I used to visit China quite often. So I remember going to China in Chengdu, and Chengdu wanted to invest, companies to invest as an American multinational where I was working earlier. And I could see the way in which they were putting a red carpet, and the decisions were taken, dinners were organized, and over the dinner discussions, and everybody in the town want to talk to you and say why you should not invest in Chengdu. It's a phenomenal experience, saying that is the kind of welcome that they give. Now, if I thought that why it can't be done in India, and I must tell you, we really want to give a round of applause to Karnataka. I think Karnataka really matching nowadays with Chengdu kind of an approach. Everybody wants to talk to you. Are you happy having invested in Bangalore or in Karnataka? Whether it is an FDA, whether it is revenue, whether it is, this is something which we have never seen for many years. For somebody who wants to manufacture, the speed in which our manufacturing project is going on schedule. These are all long schedule, where we are talking about 100 million pounds and almost 8 billion tablets and 1 billion capsule manufacturing, state of the art, fully robotic. There's going to be a huge amount of technology involved in it. And you'll be amazed to see that our cost overrun so far has not been there at all. And due to certain our own internal reason, there has been a time overrun, but we are more or less on project schedule. But for a size of this project, being on schedule is so important. That gives a lot of confidence to my parent company, PLC, as well as saying that we made a right decision. It's a great place to invest. So I just want to say thanks very much to our additional chief secretary and also to the team that they've been supporting us. It's been a great experience. I would recommend anybody is evaluating Bangalore as a place for investment. I do have a soft corner for other states. There are other states are also doing, but I think the fact that our experience has been great, I would strongly recommend. This is a great place, great talent. Of course, as Additional Chief Secretary was saying, the infrastructure is improving. Surely we all look forward to the infrastructure improving. But within a year's time, we can see roads being constructed near our Vimgal area. And we are working on a big CSR project in the Vimgal area. There's been a great support from the people in that village. They want to participate in our project. So I would say this is one of the good examples that we are showcasing in our GSK world. And in fact, James Hogg is here. In fact, he went to present as an example in our supply chain meeting, global meeting, how Bangalore is making our life very easy in terms of making it happen. So having said that, now the second question here is that, which is very important, that as suggestion, when we are investing, particularly healthcare, is not just about manufacturing tablets. It's a big ecosystem. And there are a lot of regulatory and pricing and all those issues that come in. So it will be good if the viability of the project to remain viable, it would be a good idea that Karnataka government also work with various policy making body in supporting us to make sure that the viability doesn't get altered. Because at the end of the day, I have a 2025, I have already announced this is going to be my P&L and balance sheet. And when I don't deliver that, then there's likely to be held accountable. But I'm quite sure that these all will get sorted out. There's a couple of suggestions which we believe, again, Make in India. As you know, that India has been forefront of Make in India for a long time. It's a no-brainer, 1.2 billion. So you need to make for the people of this country at an affordable price. One inspiration that I always take is telecom industry. About 1998 or 99, we never heard about having a mobile phone and internet penetration. Today you are talking about 900 million subscribers. That means every citizen in this country is able to talk for 3 minutes or 5 minutes to somebody in a village. It's a major transformation that took place. I see the same opportunity for healthcare transformation to happen in India, where everybody gets, as they say, ARPU is the average revenue per user, is the lowest in the world in India. And the talk time is the lowest in India. But the profitability of the companies are in and around 25 to 30 EBITDA. So what it means is that leveraging the size is going to be important. So scale in India is a very key factor for us to, so one of the reasons that we support manufacturing in large scale, creating a capacity, we believe that there is going to be a revolution in terms of access to medicines to every person on the street. If that can happen, I think the Make in India will do it justice to what it is meant for. And we completely believe in that. And in fact, our Vimgal plant, we also got some extra facility. As and when something happens, we will be able to, we are evaluating what else we can do beyond the formulation that we have got. The last but not the least, the point that I just want to leave for the audience as well as for the dignitaries in the diocese, Make in India is focusing on generics. I think there is an opportunity for us to go up the value chain. So innovate in India in the next 15 years is going to be very critical. The way in which happened in IT industry, where Y2K was the starting point for body shopping and solving the global problem. But today they moved up the value chain. For pharma industry to move up the value chain, there is one suggestion that we have is that why state like Karnataka or any other state, government of India, can set up something like a Genome Valley concept, where we take a one disease state, say in specific area of cancer or in diabetes, and then invite companies to do risk pooling of molecule development, drug discovery, where the government pays 50% and the companies pay 50%, and we can work out a governance model in a way that patent can be either with Indian government for the Indian population and for the rest of the world. Frankly, in my opinion, that is going to be the changing. I know that Kiran is working on biosimilar in a similar kind of an environment, but I think, frankly, pharmacy of India, it's incomplete if we don't come up with innovative drugs from India. I think that would make a huge difference apart from the Make in India. I think it would be a great idea if we can innovate India with the syndicated risk, and where each of our company can train our scientists in drug discovery. We can send them to our in our R&D facility and get them trained, come back. So it could be a great opportunity for us. I think Make in India and Innovate in India, particularly Karnataka is in a great position with IT and biologics. And in fact, we are increasing our capacity for regulatory and medical affairs. In Bangalore, we have invested in about almost 1,000 people. We are expecting it to be here, particularly in the area of regulatory and medical affairs for the globe. So I think this is a huge opportunity in Bangalore. So I really want to say thanks to the Karnataka government for giving us an opportunity to participate in the development of state as well as India. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Annaswamy Vaidheesh, both for their wholesome praise as well as some solid suggestions. On that note, I would like to invite Dr. Maulishri to give away tokens of gratitude to our speakers this afternoon. First to Dr. Krishna Ella, Managing Director, Bharat Biotech International. To Ms. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Chairman Managing Director, Biocon. And to Shri Annaswamy Vaidheesh, Managing Director, GSK Pharmaceuticals Limited. The other speakers on the stage will be rejoining us very soon. We would like to thank the speakers and dignitaries on the dais who are present in this session.